Hey everyone. So in this video I wanted to share with you how far I've gotten with this painting, and also like the stage I'm at. I have a ton of doubts. Please ignore the groaning dog in the back. So um, I've been sharing the process of like coming to this point, and I feel like I've reached this kind of a early middle stage where I've plotted the colors, I've got all my shadow and light, and I have a general idea of where I want this to go. So let me show you my inspiration in this one. It has this book by Roberto Innocenti, and the like details and colors that are used in this. I mean, this is watercolor, I think, and colored pencils and pen. And he's got such a range of color and detail. And so I think that was something that I wanted to go for in this video and in this painting. So I feel like I've kind of laid the groundwork for it. And now I don't know how deep and how dark and how many more layers even like this paper stock can take. It's good paper, but I almost feel like the cold pressed paper would have been able to handle more layers. Now I'm beginning to see like this kind of I don't know what it's called, pooling of colors that's happening, and maybe because I'm just being very tentative or I'm using too much water on my brush, I don't know. So, and also I had made all these lines like grids for to kind of get my perspective, because this time I really wanted to pay attention to that, and I wanted this dot like wallpaper pattern on the green paper. But you can see the grid, and because it's watercolor, it's transparent, so you can actually see that grid behind, and I can play like a pattern design into that. But I'm wondering, should I go darker over everything, or should I go opaque? Because this is part of a series in a project I'm doing, which have all been done using acrylic gouache. So you can see the difference in like the intensity of color. Now this is like more flat and like folk art ish, which is what I wanted the series to be, but clearly I've kind of gotten slightly waylaid at this point. And so I'm wondering, should I go over everything with my acrylic gouache, and this is use this just as like placeholder information, like what colors I want, what shade and light I want. But I really love the soft quality of this one, and I think you can keep building and building up on this even with watercolor and colored pencils. So that is it's a question I have, and so I'm in a bit of a dilemma at this point about how to go, like proceed. So I don't know what the solution for something like this would be. Like, would I go gouache in some of these parts, and would I keep watercolor in some of the parts? So as an artist, sometimes you think you're kind of going along swimmingly, and then because I don't have like a plan or a specific end goal, I just want to enjoy it and make something beautiful, and really like try and learn about light and shade, because I find that I tend to be scared to push the shadows, which I want to do this time, like really have a focus of light in this area, and also like pay attention to perspective. So this is where I'm at right now, and these are all the questions in my head. And I don't know if if it was interesting for you, or if you have any thoughts about how this should what would help, and what would be a good direction to take. I'm curious to hear your views. Thanks. Bye.